Well, it's been a while since I spoke to you last, and that was the aborted trip to the Birch, where that morning I had a phone call from the doctor saying that things weren't too good, and that's why I ended the trip early and went home. And since then, medical people have been doing what medical people have been doing with tests and God knows what. And just by luck, Mike from Cherry Lakes phoned up and said he had a vacancy for the weekend, and I said, well, yep, we'll have it. We'll come and do a bit before the next round of medical stuff kicks off again. So hopefully we're going to get plenty of fish, plenty of action, maybe some nice fish, because there's some really good fish in Journeyman. With a bit of luck, we're getting some of the bigger ones. But this will definitely be the last trip for the foreseeable future while the next round of treatment goes on. It's going to be quite prolonged apparently, but anyway, fingers crossed it all works out nicely, and the next time I speak to you hopefully will be a big fish in my hands. Speak soon. Not particularly big, but couldn't get any prettier. They obviously seem to be happy to eat anything that's got pink attached to it. Ooh, I know. That's better. Finished. Here we are, it's the fourth fish. Had nothing in the night, and this came early in the morning, just as the sun was getting up and breaking through the mist. 17 pounds 5 ounces. That's beautiful looking scaly fish, and they're all coming to something with a bit of pink on it at the moment for some reason or other, so all three rods are going to have a bit of pink on from now on. Let's hope that's the first of many, if not bigger. Excellent. Whilst there's a lull in the action, I thought I'd show you the bag rig that I've been catching 3 of the 4 fish on. This one is the pink, which has been working well. I've also got some ready tied up with some yellow corn on. I use bag stems because you're not allowed to use leaders of any kind on these waters. And I adapt the lead, which I make myself. There's a slot in the lead So when the fish shakes their head, the lead will automatically discharge and come off. So you're not playing a fish with 2 or 3 ounce lead 6 inches from the hook. So just pushes onto the stem there. Now what I tend to do is to use a small fox bag and then just hold the mouth of the bag open. It's a bit of a broken atomizer bottle actually with a slot in it, so it just holds the mouth open and makes life a bit easier, especially when you're cack-handed like me. Put a bit of fine crumb, a few pellets in the bottom there. Lower in the rig, and what I try to do is to get the corn in one corner and make sure that the point of the hook is pointing downwards. Fill up with the rest of the mixture, tapping it down, then drop the lead down on the top of that. Push it down in a bit. Continue filling it up to about, I don't know, 20 millimeters from the top of the stem. I'll slide off the plastic. Just tap it down, and then finally twist. As you're twisting, keep pushing it down to compress it as much as you can. I'm not putting them out particularly fast, so I'm not bothered about making them too streamlined. Wrap around a bit of PVA tape around the neck. And this is the bit I always struggle with. There you go, just tie it off. A couple of simple overhand knots. And then I just trim down any excess bag. And the last thing I do, which is slightly different from what most people would do, instead of licking and sticking the corner back underneath the bottom like that, I think it's probably, in my eyes, it's more aerodynamic if you push it down the side. So just press down the corners. Keep compressing it a little bit of wet. So the bottom of the bag hasn't got any flaps on it. And that's basically it. I do these without tying the nylon on. So I've got a dozen in the box ready to go, and I just tie these on when I need them. And then sometimes I just put a bit of oil inside the bag as well. Maybe some hemp oil, or in this case I'm using a mixture of hemp oil and foss oil, just to add a bit of attraction to the whole jolly lot. And that's it, that's what 3 of the 4 fish have come on. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, left hand rod. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Lost one about an hour earlier on the same rod, so I was a bit fed up, shall we say. But this 20 pound 4 ounces has made up for it. Absolutely thrilled. Absolutely beautiful looking fish. Here we go. I'm going to get her back and untangle the rod because it went round the middle rod and caused a bit of a mess, but we'll forgive her. Well, this is the final morning on Journeyman. We've had a very quiet night, not so much as a bleep. was none of the boshing and leaping that was going on the night before. We've got a couple of hours now before I have to pack away and leave. Had about 15 fish, I think, all in all. Didn't really get amongst the big girls. I had 120 and a 17, but the rest were very small, which is unusual for this place. I normally do a lot better than that. So if nothing exciting happens between now and the final pack up, that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and with a bit of luck, we'll see you again in the not too distant future. Cheers for now.